So we got one, two, three, so four, five, six. We're missing. What are we
We
missing?
should have 8.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, we had
eBay.
drops.
Tides and eBay.
It should still be eight. Tides and eBay.
Then again, some of them have been saying, "Oh shit." Okay, no.
It's all.
Ah,
d-
Donald will
Yeah,
never
Donald.
win. Donald will never get
Don-
his fucking green medics. Dwarf. I'm never gonna let him get his green medics. We do red medics in this house.
I don't like having the medic as a color because like they already have a separate icon. So I don't know.
That's true. They could just be white. And white means like hygiene and shit. It means cleanliness.
Maybe when it's like if it's a 10-man and the medic is like separate, I don't mind. But if it's like an 8-man and the medic is part of a team, it looks really odd to me. I just like having them with the team color. I might have to scale some stuff down because I was hoping for at least 10, but it should be fine. Everything was kind of small scale anyway.
Doss, why are you getting your fatigues all sweaty, man?
Gotta get warmed up.
You're right, I gotta get warmed up too.
Well, we got Shepard. Is that a French name? Is that a French? Oh my god, bro.
He's the enemy.
Everybody, when he joins, call him Reynolds. I know.
Reyno. Hello, Reyno.
Renault.
Reyno.
Renault.
Reyno, like car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like pronounced a completely different way, but
Renault. The
Remy?
car.
I'm not sure. Okay, we're 10 about to be 15 minutes in. I'm gonna let Shepard get his stuff, and then we can start the brief.
I'm tag as fuck.
There he is. Hello, Shepard. ENTS? No, he's not a TS.
User joined your channel.
Hello, Shepard.
How do you know my name?
Hello, Shepard Renault.
Hello, Reyno.
For some reason, standing on top of the cars drains your stamina.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always been a thing for some reason. I don't know why.
That's crazy, man.
Well, it wasn't a thing
exhausting.
previously but we had to go back to the old version because the other version was broken in other ways.
Do we need
Yeah,
a
so
J-Cal?
like, no.
Okay.
Just being the teams should be fine. You that was pretty clutch you being here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7. I could take part in a team. Just chill in a team. Um,
And sock and fuck in the team.
yeah.
How do you have an
really-
AK?
Well, I'll brief you guys on that right now. So this is the entire thing is actually fake. It's not a setup. It's a training, and you can't leave. I have hacked your computers. Can't leave. Like if you check your PC, hacked PC.
That's
There
true.
you
Our
go.
board is grayed out. It's like creepy
Oh,
pasta.
yeah, there you go. Hacked PC.
Get it off my screen!
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. No.
Anyway, so it's kind of a setup, kind of a training. The idea is we are going to be running through a bunch of different scenarios, live fire scenarios, uh, fixed on different ideas. Our opposition for this is going to be the Krasnobanian republics. The Krasnobanian. Something run away. Oh. There you go. Okay. The Krasnobanian republics is a Verusian aligned nation that is hostile to Ocean interests, and we have been in a cold war with them for a long time. Currently, we are in a battle space in some nation in Verusia, where we are facing the opposition of the Krasnobanian republics in direct conventional warfare, in direct combat. So, as you can see, I'm currently wearing a uniform of a Krasnobanian Republic soldier. It's M81, a UCP vest. Their primary rifle is the AK. Their machine gun is the FN Mag or M240, as you see behind me here. They do employ underslung grenade launchers. They're GP25 grenade launchers on their AKs. And they do have AT weaponry in the form of M136s and AT4 simulating RPG-7s and RPG-26s, RPG-18s. The Krasnobanians follow a structure similar to that of the Yuktobanian doctrine, and so motor rifle battalions, mechanized rifle battalions, in squads and platoons. So right behind me here are the vehicles representing the BTR, the BRDM. Sorry, from right to left here, the BRDM, the BTR, and the BMP2. So I will be referring to them as BRDM, BTR, and BMP2. So BRDM, the BTR, and the BMP2. Any questions?
Where's the? Can you go over that again? Just humor me really quick. BDM.
Yeah. Here,
BDM.
here, the enemy employs BRDMs, BTRs, and BMP2s. Okay.
Okay.
That represent the BRDM, the BTR, and the BMP2. We have the BRDM, the BTR,
You're a fucking
and the
dickhead.
BMP2.
You're stupid.
Okay.
You're fucking retarded.
These vehicles shall be referred by these names. Otherwise, you don't pass. Otherwise, I delete your meme folder. Okay. I delete your meme folder.
Oh, what? I'm blackmailed right now. This is retarded. This is gonna make Matt.
I don't
Is
give a
anyone
shit.
here air right now? Okay,
Dog.
no.
Well,
Okay.
Dawson.
Anyway,
you have no idea how fucking painful this is going to make JTACing because people are going to start calling LAVs. Oh my god.
What JTAC? They have S300s. We don't have air support. You're
I'm
gonna fucking
cry.
die.
No, I mean in future fucking operations.
Don't worry, this is a one-off.
Don't one off. Or is it?
I'm going to crash
It's a
out.
one off. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the scenario. So what's gonna happen is open your maps. You're gonna brief on the particular scenarios as you arrive at the starting areas. So we have scenario 1, 2, 3A, and 3B. You're gonna go in order of 1, 2, 3A, A, B. Um, Basically, from this point on, consider yourself in combat with the enemy. As soon as you leave the base, you may be attacked by the enemy at any time as you perform your missions and scenarios. Uh, in terms of routes, the only route that I'm going to give you freehand, other than any scenario-specific routes, is the first route. I'm just going to ask you guys to follow this route specifically, due to factors of the scenario's position for the first one. But after that, it's on you to get to between one scenario and the other. I will have an arsenal ready at each start. Actually, yeah, an arsenal ready at each starting area, and I will be briefing you guys on your scenarios at each starting area. So most of the details are going to be at the starting area. I don't have much else. Do you guys have any questions before we go to doing the first scenario?
Radio frequency.
The standard. So Alpha 121.
121.
Yep.
Does Kit not have a fucking radio either?
121, and we'll have breakouts on 121 TAC 1 and 121 TAC 2. I've already assigned everyone their roles. You may not like it, but that's what you're gonna do.
What's your team separation?
Oh,
Check-
I could
check
read
the
an
map.
AT. Oh.
Okay, that's good.
Yep. Wolf, Shep, and me are gonna be in the back. We're gonna provide like the static base of fire. Because Wolf has
reminder.
the fucking EMR and shit.
The Krasnobanians are heavily mechanized and motorized. Bring sticks.
Everyone will have a stick.
Sticks in the cars.
Yep.
It's okay. I didn't want stamina.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't really have a good time either.
That's fine. Also, make sure to add a javelin to the car with a few spares, because I would like to see that get employed at some point.
I'm bringing the Moz.
Chief, do you want the Coyote box, the green box, or the UCP box?
I'm using the none
my
of the above.
Fucking god,
Hold
why do
on.
none of my loadouts have fucking maps in them?
Well, there is just the RHS.
Yeah, I'm using the RHS 100 round M62 tracers.
Not the soft pouch.
So we're just 1-2-1 then, right?
Believe so. I haven't mentioned breakouts, but didn't specify.
If you're on the top team, you're 1. If you're on the bottom
you're
team, you're
150.
2.
I'll probably be keeping 50 open as just a hello thing if anything comes up that the individual exercise briefings can't take care of.
All right. You guys are ready to move soon. Sorry, you can move out as soon as you're ready. Don't wait for anything else.
Cool. Dwarf, do you want to drive? Have you gone better at driving since last time?
121 check. 121 check.
Blue on the forward car, green and red in the back car. Dos, just a final check. You brought like a javelin in the 40 mic Humvee, right?
Yes, I did.
Alright, awesome. Let's take the chance to convoy over to starting area 1 to practice some basic like convoy sectors. So that means rearmost vehicle should be pointing their gun forward, rearmost vehicle should be pointing their gun back. Passengers who aren't busy with navigation should be keeping their eyes on the sides so that they know what they're doing.
You said front vehicle facing back?
No, other way around. Front vehicle facing forward, rear vehicle facing back. Also staggered column. If you're not given orders to the alternative, because that minimizes getting armored.
Alright. Lead vehicle should be taking a right up at the next intersection. We'll just follow them. Good. Whoa.
Yeah, this is why we stagger column, guys.
This is why we do it. Good, we're going straight for a kilometer here.
Do we only have the one box for the M2?
No, we should have 10.
Okay, my UI might just be fucking itself then.
Yeah, we should have 2,000 rounds of ammo for the M2. So, go hog.
40 to 50 feral hogs running through my backyard.
You know, hog hunting is like an Australian pastime.
In the States too, to an extent, I believe. I'm pretty sure you're legally allowed to hunt them from helicopters.
Oh wow, helicopters.
Are
I
they
mean, I've
invasive
seen like, I've seen American hog hunters. Whoa! Oh my god, you didn't cause property damage.
We're good.
Very good.
I have a license. It's expired, but I have a license.
Do like thermal imaging.
Oh yeah.
Like they just whip out the thermal scopes.
Yeah, they're super
Which is
fucking,
crazy.
They're insanely invasive in the States. So
Oh, yeah.
it's basically like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. Put down a bunch of feed and tannerite and blow them up. You're allowed to. Hunt them from helicopters with fucking miniguns. That's allowed.
That's true. Why did we get Op4 to be played by humans? They should have just been hogs. That when they squeal, the miles systems like light up.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I'm just a visionary.
You're stupid.
Not stupid.
I just ran over a snake.
Fuck that.
It was an invasive snake. It had Miles gear on, so it was valid.
Yeah, I had PT belt on, so it's fine.
Nothing ever happens, Ivan. Remember that.
Nothing ever happens.
Negative, everything always happens. Let's dismount and have anyone who isn't on the gun dismount and help pull security.
Killing myself.
Vehicle gunners, call out your arc of fire and hold them.
Thus, you and me, since we're the leadership element, we go and
What does he mean
feel
by
so
arcs of
safe.
fire? I'm not familiar with that phraseology.
Right. So for first scenario, we're going to be doing a simple squad
I've got
attack
northwest
on
to
a known enemy
northeast.
position. So prepared squad attack. Basically, the idea of
Southwest.
scenario in the overarching scenario is 15 forces were pushing along this valley from east to west. The troops pushing west identified what seems to be an enemy reconnaissance squad located in this small little compound on the hill. It's a BRDM mechanized squad, about 6 to 8 dudes in a BRDM. Um, for this one, I'm going to be providing you guys with a little bit of a head start on the plan. And basically, what I want you guys to focus on is the movement to an ORP, a leader's reconnaissance, SBF, and then assault onto the target. So for this one, squad, I'll be providing you with the route. So squad will push up north along the road here.
That's south.
Sorry, south, and then follow the edge of the tree line on the low ground until they are positioned north of the target. They will then try to move west to reach their ORP to the southeast of the target, and the leaders will perform reconnaissance to try and position their SBF somewhere relative to the target and their assault lane somewhere relative to the target and perform the assault. With the final objective of destroying the enemy squad in the compound. Any questions? There should be... Sorry?
On approach, I assume you probably want us like doing this, just so that we're concealed, because I'm not sure, but it feels like the enemy could get fields of fire if we were following the line that you
This
drew
route
exactly.
was tested,
Okay.
so we
So
are
we
fairly
can't
sure
drive
that
up
it's
with
safe.
the-
But if you feel like it's not safe, feel free to take your own spin on it. Try something different. Okay.
Alright.
There should be no other supporting enemy assets or friendly assets in the area. It's an isolated engagement that we're going to be doing here. So, anything else?
Sauce?
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, right. Let's crash and do the huddle thing. So I think the plan is we don't do what Matt said. We divert.
He's listening.
We do whatever you want, bro.
And do this. We can do an initial like dismount in the woods at DM1. Let's leave your marker. Do an initial DM just to make sure that the ride is correct. So what are you thinking about how we get to the ORP itself? Do we do like 200 meters on foot, or do you think we can drive right up to the ORP itself?
Probably would be able to get up to the ORP because we have line of sight blocking the ORP to the target by those trees.
Oh yeah, I see. So, because they'd only be able to see like.
Yeah, it's also a 20-meter elevation difference, so they'll be down the hill.
Alright. Oh, which means the tree canopy will cover us. Alright, so we'll drive up to the ORP itself. We'll dismount. We'll hold security. I guess you and me will do the leader's reconnaissance, as we're meant to do, and then we'll sort of like start setting the battle space and prepping the assault.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright. We can spend like a couple of minutes briefing, but also don't have everyone just mount up just yet. Okay, so Dwarf, you were looking to the northwest.
Pretty good Overwatch.
Bro's
My only
bouncing on it.
complaint is
Some
the
mage, bro.
southeast was a bit sparsely watched. Cab, you would like doubling up a little on the south more than the southeast. Alright, otherwise we can mount up.
Do what you guys.
You'll be in the back.
I'm chilling. I'm part of green team. I know nothing. I'm stupid. Oh my god.
DOS, yeah, do a UE, get us back on the road we were initially on. We want to go back under that bridge, and that's where we divert.
Is that Yui like an Aussie thing?
I've heard Americans say Yui. It just means U-turn.
Yeah, I've never heard Yui.
Fucking
I've heard
bang a
U-turn, of
Yui.
course. Bang a Yui.
Yeah, chuck it. No. You don't say it like that. You say chuck a Yui. You gotta chuck it.
Chuck. Oh,
That's
you gotta
the
chuck a
verb.
Yui, mate.
Fucking
Yeah,
chuck
chuck
her
a
in the
Yui,
U.
mate.
Fucking chuck it in the U, cunt.
And the fucking Yui.
Oh yeah.
In the fucking U.
But yeah, Aussies, we love like sticking IE or O onto the ends of words.
Yeah, fucking catchies, mate.
Yeah,
Get in
because
the
we have like
car,
the
Morty.
bungalow.
We go into the bush dimension, Morty.
Fucking Mackies. Rip her over to
Maccas.
Mackies, cunt.
No, it's Macca's.
Macca's. Fuck.
Macca's, yeah. Or the Golden Arches if you're a posh cunt.
I'm so getting banned on Twitch.
Yeah, fucking
Okay.
chuck it to the dino, mate. You can't.
This is good. Wolf, we've passed.
Evan, are we no longer going to dismount the DM port? Or are we going straight to the ORP?
Yeah, we're taking your advice, and we're gonna drive right up to it.
Cover that.
Just try not to like hit the engines too hard, because we don't want them to pick us up via audio.
I feel like the dust in the engines will point us out well enough.
No, it's
Pretty
okay.
dusty ground for a grass field. Yeah, for
You know, if
for
this
a
is
forest.
CM, we'd be bogged down. So I think the dust is the least of our worries.
Sometimes I do think about that in Arma, like we just drive over shit. We don't even think about it. But I think I would be crucified if I added the mod that changed that.
I think it would be fun.
I'm also worried about performance, and that mod's a little funny with performance.
Yeah, don't go forward at this point. Because, like, this house is blocking us from the bad guys, so the bad guys are right through those trees up ahead of us.
You want me to shoot through the trees?
No. Dismount. Everyone except Gunners.
Security.
Yep, full security.
That's 300 meters.
Well, I'm gonna take a chill.
That BRDM, right?
I'm gonna fucking kill you and then my stash. Yeah, we're in UAZs, right, Matt?
No, we're still SEA. It's just
Yeah? No, we're in UAZs, bro.
no, hold on a sec. Here, cars. Let me get you a UAD then. Cars. Here's the UADs, the Op 4 UADs. That's a gas, it's armored, never mind.
Dude, next stop, people are gonna be like, it's a fucking CDR!
Funnily enough, we were reading this like old tanker document, like on basically M1 fire commands, and in one of the scenarios it described, it mentioned a BRDM as a BDRM. And I need to look up why. Like, there's no way they made that mistake. Because the entire manual referred to BRDMs as BDRMs, but they were never called that. So, maybe at some point they were. 1980, 1981, they called them
I don't even remember
BDRMs.
what fucking 18 vehicles you want me to call what again. Because it's so fucking dumb.
Okay, what is a BMP2?
A BMP2? That's the one with
Yeah.
the autocannon.
Yeah, which one had the autocannon that I showed you?
The Striker?
Are you that retarded?
Yeah, always.
It was one lab.
I'm also saying it's a spicy.
Did you? One time, I was in. I think I already told the story, but in my other unit, I was doing a mission where they wanted me to do a kamikaze drone, and I was setting it up at base next to the arsenal. And I put the charge on, and then I accidentally I clipped into the drone, and the drone exploded, killing everyone in the next to me with the charge. And the guy who was like platoon leading, he walked up to me and he was like, do you practice being that retarded, or was that natural?" And that really hurt.
I'm gonna bring that up every time we call me retarded. So yeah, we're gonna have fucking people scream at me over short range. JTech, there's a fucking BTR! And I'm gonna look, it's gonna be the fucking LAV.
No, they would call it a lab. Sorry, a Bradley. If you played squad, you know anything with an autocannon is either a lav or a Bradley.
Listen, Matt, all I'm saying is that
Anything Russian is a BMP.
I
Anything
absolve
Russian.
myself of guilt
Yeah.
when Metal gets hit by an airstrike because someone told me it was fucking a BDRM or whatever the fuck you want it to be.
There's only 7 of you, don't worry about it. What's a BTR, Shepard?
Oh my god, bro. Big tire Russian.
Yeah, the big long APC, big tire APC with the machine gun. Well, we had the Striker, big tire APC with the machine gun.
Yeah.
And then the lav is the BMP, and then the BRDM is the M113. It should have been a Humvee.
You're making my fucking head hurt, dude.
It should have been actually the BRDM should have been like an armored Humvee, but whatever.
We've
They're
got good
coming back
relations
now, I
with the
think.
Ukes. Why didn't we just buy some from them?
It would have been less funny.
Sad.
You're not. That's actually quite a good argument. But the idea of like we're using our own stuff.
Yeah, he's trying to. Don't do it.
They're on their way back.
I can't believe I got fucking I don't mind it being a training op. I mind being the fucking automatic rifleman.
Oh, actually, Shepard, you came in here and you asked me, "Do you need a JTAC?" What did it say in the event?
Something stupid. I don't know what one of those is. Fucked up. I don't even know what it means, and I'm mad.
Yeah, Waz. You need to come up with just random swear words, like combinations of syllables, and you just like, yeah, fucking
Yeah,
bulat.
Matt, you know what you are? You're a fucking leg twanger.
LA. That's actually a fucking twanger, bro.
Do you not remember the leg twanger discourse?
Bit twanger.
Because it's when you hear someone's fucking mic go boing when they fucking leg out.
Yeah,
Leg twanger.
yeah, fucking bulat.
Twangers keep moving. This is a 30 millisecond ping neighborhood.
There they are. They're running. They're running.
Yo, I don't know if that's friendly or not. Make sure they answer the challenge word correctly.
Okay, Ivan's really
Hey,
fat,
hey,
so
who
he's
the
out of
fuck are you?
stamina.
Thunder.
Late egg. Ivan's really fat, so he might take a bit to get here, but basic plan is I've drawn a green line at the edge of the tree line here. Green team's going to advance there, set up the SBF with the vehicles. Once we've suppressed the enemy enough, we're going to have blue team advance directly towards the compound.
DOS, I might need to get picked up. I'm too fat.
How much does your kit weigh?
41 kilos.
Hey, Doc, you need one of
How
those
much is that in pounds?
90 pounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's a kit issue. Okay. So, if you guys are, again,
Sergeant,
You know,
gonna set up their SBF
Next
on that
exercise, I'll
position.
definitely
Once the position is suppressed,
take
blue
that on
will
board.
advance directly towards the compound. The BRDM is behind building number 2. I'd like to have someone with AT ready to take the shot the moment it moves out to engage us. I'll let Ivan decide who does that.
Smoking a cigarette.
But I think whenever... Ivan, I think we're good to move up.
Hey, who the fuck are you? Thunder! Thunder!
I don't got lungs. I can't go, bro, smoking a
Who the fuck
cigarette.
are you, Thunder? I'm gonna shoot him, he's so friendly!
Alright,
Launching the challenge word!
Let's mount up. Have you
Okay.
given the plan to them? Dolph?
Shepard, did you pay attention to the plan?
Cool.
Yes.
What are we doing?
We're dismounting around the green line
And?
and moving in.
No?
No, we're the SBF. Blue team is pushing in.
Okay.
Our goal is to, like, turn everything we see there into paste, and then some. And we hold that as blue pushes up. Once blue hits the buildings, we're probably free to break our position and also push up.
Okay.
And help finish up the assault.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Special
Green's ready
attention
to
to
stop off.
to the BRDM. They've
Take a
spotted.
lead,
We want
let's
to make
go.
sure somebody with ATs with us. I'm gonna...
Yeah,
Did somebody bring a jav?
Yeah, I'm gonna have my team open fire the moment they have eyes on the compound.
Blue
Get
team
together,
has the
Clark.
jav, we don't.
Okay.
I'm cleared to fire on fucking just light up.
Yeah, you have to kill everything in there,
Alright.
basically.
Alright, this is our dismount point. So yeah, slow. Oh!
Ooh!
Where are they going?
They are...
I cannot see shit here.
Where are they going?
No eyes on hostiles from this position.
Yeah, hold up.
Should we maybe try and provoke them a bit?
These... Alright, hold here.
Sorry, I misclicked.
I'm gonna take an eye.
Ivan, what's the play? It's your call.
Patience. Green's gonna relocate to the place where we conducted the ORP, and you'll pass in front of us. Probably like dismount and walk it in on foot so you have the cover of the trees in case you get engaged from an angle we can't take.
Copy, I just saw foot mobiles moving around inside the compound.
Yeah, am I cleared to fire?
No.
Contacts on the northern end.
Alright, have us go southwest about 20 meters. Alright, here's a good place to stop. Watch the compound very carefully, Shep.
I can't see
There's a-
shit.
Yeah,
so
there's
many
infantry
trees.
moving around in there. I say we
Yeah,
engage
that's
sooner
good,
rather than
that's good.
later.
Hold. Alright, hold here.
Do you want us to reposition to you as well?
Do you see that corner of the building?
Point at
The
it?
one I just pointed out.
I couldn't see you fucking point at it.
I'm pointing at it right now.
Alright, Ace is being shit.
Okay, so do you see that corner? There's a human head at that corner. If
Ivan, do you want us
light
to
this up,
reposition
you-
over to the new position
Give
as
me
well?
Just give me a bearing really quick.
Bearing is 335.
335, okay.
Yeah, DOS, wrap around behind us. We have the BRDM in our sights. It hasn't engaged us yet, but it does seem to be looking in our direction. We'll be able to just rake it with 50 cal if they engage us.
Oh, I see it.
Ivan, are you on the streak?
Yes?
I was asking, do you want us to reposition to your new position as well?
Oh, you didn't hear me. Yeah, no, go past me and try to, like, I don't know, find a good place you feel comfortable about assaulting from.
Oh, he's looking at us.
Light him up, light him up, light him up!
First elements in contact. Moving. PRDM's neutralized, I think. Nope. Yep.
Alright, we still have enemies there. Let's try and suppress them a bit more before we move up.
Last time your dismounts are spread out a little bit close to the top.
And set to drive up to the compound.
Oh, okay, in that case.
Alright, we're ready to advance when you give the go-ahead.
You have green light.
Advancing.
We're taking fire from... Matt, I need contact. with-
Stand by, we're a bit stuck.
No, I think they're shooting from that building there.
Okay, they're shooting from that building.
Yeah, like that part.
Keep hitting them.
Reloading.
Okay.
50 cal on the Humvee's reloading.
What was that explosion?
I don't know.
That was a big explosion.
Stop fire.
Matt, can you Z-heal me? I forgot my fucking ear pro.
I'm not sure that actually fixes your hearing.
Oh
Everybody
no.
always says that, but it's never worked for me.
DOS,
There you
I'm
go,
bringing
reveal.
the SBF up to support you.
Cover that.
I mean,
Alright, Matt, get in. Alright, Dwarf drives us right up to where they are, so join him.
If you need to get in touch with me,
Whoa.
yell at me over radio. My ears are fucked.
you forgot your earplugs?
I brought ear pro, but I didn't put it on because I'm used to it automatically being on with my old.
Hold up, I
loadouts.
forgot to actually set my alt. My second is an alt. Whoops. Alright. Yeah, keep us up, keep us up. You can drive us right up to the edge of the building. Alright, don't. Reloading.
Reloading the gun.
We're taking 5 building in
Copy. Cease fire on them. Moving up to the building.
Hold fire, hold fire.
Do you see where the door is to this house?
Negative, it must be,
Might be on the right side.
Yeah, wrong side. Honestly, why are you worrying? If you can get grenades in, just, hand grenade it, yeah.
Grenade in.
I'm taking the moment to medic myself. Got a fracture, minor bleeding. Should be fine.
Laser burns to the eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, here they go.
House is clear.
Right.
End of exercise. We did it.
Do I
We
not
did
have
it.
enhancement loaded?
Yay!
Alright.
We'll do just the debrief for this here before we move on and do the next one. I'm scared about the next one. The next one's kind of hard. Can be hard, depending.
Or if I get a boo-boo.
I'll heal you guys.
Those
Okay.
training bullets hurt.
Did
So,
you Z-heal me?
uh, moving to the RP, fine. Leader's reconnaissance, perfect. I know it's kind of boring for the rest of the squad because you're kind of just sitting there, especially because it's a side op. But it's fine. It's part of it. Especially in a bigger op where you have like a larger objective, the weight pays off. But good work. And then assault. Main thing is I think maybe the the assault element shouldn't have stuck with us. So we have the SBF, and then we have the assault start position. I think maybe they should have moved already to the position of the start of their assault and engaged from a different angle. We were kind of clumped up there, not very good. Eventually, we did engage, kept up the suppression. We got fire superiority pretty quick. They weren't returning too much fire. So once the M113 is down, I think maybe we could have assaulted a little faster, just because we weren't taking back a lot of fire. So we could have just kept up the suppression, assaulted, and not used as much ammo, starting the assault a little bit earlier. The RDM, I'm sorry. I guess my meme folder's gone. Yes. So the BRDM is dead. You assaulted. Assault was good. Maybe the angle of the SBF wasn't perfect, but it is what it is. I personally would have added a little bit more west, but that's like nitpicking. The main thing I think is once they got here, we went up, broke this wall. Blue team took responsibility of the building. And when we kind of just sat here, I think maybe we could have taken the opportunity to maneuver and maybe watch another angle because blue team was responsible for the building. We were kind of just sitting here while waiting for them to be done, right?
Well, we were suppressing the building, I think. But I
Well,
also was thinking definitely we could have pushed a little like to the northeast and essentially covered
Mhm.
a exit and basically cut them off from retreat.
yeah.
So the
At
blue
that,
team
like,
could have done a clean
the
sweep,
point
yeah.
where the blue team was like, they were like there, just like working the windows and stuff, really getting in the building. We were kind of redundant in the position we're in right now.
Yeah.
So we maybe could have moved left, taken that left area there, or maybe moved right and watched the exit on the right side. But we kind of just sat here. But otherwise, it was nice. So just to get that idea of ORP, reconnaissance, assault, etc. After the assault, of course, the security, and then moving on to whatever's done. But that's pretty much it. We want to move on to the second starting area, so we're not wasting too much time.
Back to the car.
Yep, everyone man up.
Hey, fuck you, bud.
DOS, we're going to be a little funky. We're going to go straight north until we hit the rail tracks, and we're just going to follow the rail tracks through the Novaya Petrovka rail yard until we, like, get close to staging area 2.
Copy that.
Matt, are you in this Vic?
I
Yeah.
am in this Vic.
What's the white
Ye-
thing on the Humvee?
I think it's supposed to be the BFT antenna or something. I'm not sure, actually. I don't actually know. This is a guess.
I think it is actually the BFT thing, because when you open it in the arsenal, have a look at it.
I heard the horn and I instinctively went to click left mouse button.
Yep. It's very unfortunate that the rails in the map that we're currently on are a lot less developed than these ones. The one, I think they use the Tanoa ones in Gulf Coast.
Gulf
So
Coast
they're
is
very
generally
small.
just not the greatest of maps.
Yeah, like they're very small, and the thing is, they're less like rail yards, and they're more like forest trails with how little clearance you have for trees.
How many ops are we going to be doing on that map?
Like a month, basically, so like 2 more.
I fucking hate when mappers fuck up the grid square zoom.
I'm actually really not sure what causes that from like the map perspective.
Might be some about, I don't know.
Good security by the Humvee gunners. Just keep watching your sectors.
Have you guys noticed any performance update? Oh, upgrades since the update?
More
Shots from the south were pulling behind the wall.
Negative. Continue. Don't stop the convoy. Just suppress
After
it.
that,
Green vehicles taking lead.
Yep, keep us gunning onto the main road. Alright, Shepard, contacts are at 160. They're in the tree line, I think. You can see their tracer fire. It's like...
More way to fire, more way to fire.
Die, motherfucker, die, or son of a bitch.
Die, motherfucker, die!
Reloading.
Yep. Lead guns reloading.
I'm switching back to my front sectors.
Check fire and do checks inside if we have any wounded from that engagement.
alright, everyone, my Vic's good.
Matt, you green?
I think Matt's fucking dead.
Oh.
We lost Matt in the car.
Alright, keep going, keep going. We're not there.
Don't worry about me. I'm in front of you. I was never in that car.
The fuck you mean you're never in? Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, yeah, no, Jigsaw, you tweaking.
Alright, hold here.
Pull dismount, pull the cars into positions where they can watch some good avenues of fire before dismounting.
Alright, yeah, he is good, Wolf.
I wish we had the 40 mic instead.
Yeah, 40 Mike's good.
Right.
Doss, I'm gonna grab you by the head. Why did you feel the need to, like, stop?
Because we need, this is something we probably should have established, is what is our plan for reaction to contact? Because my default reaction is stop and defeat the enemy.
My SOP is never stop unless the mission objective says we need to stop.
communicated then.
And our
That was
mission is, like, to get to the next objective. So,
I think
I
maybe
default to, like, blowing through.
Maybe a smart decision might be send it up and see what your commander thinks of like, oh, there's bad guys here. Maybe we should kill them or not.
That's like
right?
Russian battle doctrine, though, is waiting on fucking command to tell you what to do.
We need to establish the doctrine of, are we stopping to engage? Are we blowing
Well,
past? We need to figure that
do
out.
what do what you want to do, but then also report it, right?
Okay, so that was the
Yeah.
mistake.
No,
Report
I mean yes. Report contact, yes. But okay, briefing this scenario so we can start. Pretty simple. Idea is your platoon was moving along this axis of advance. We are not in direct contact with any like a defensive enemy line. There is no like set front line. We're just kind of moving towards contact along the line of advance, and the other platoons in your other squads in your platoon identified a enemy BTR squad positioned in this tree line here, and another enemy BTR squad positioned on the southern tree line here, watching their flank. The objective of your squad in this is going to be that you're going to be performing an assault on the BTR squad on the central tree line. And once they are destroyed, so objective to destroy the BTR squad, you will take lead and you will perform a movement to contact up to your line of advance. Any questions?
How do we do a movement to contact?
Okay, movement to contact is you're moving towards a position and you're expecting enemy contact, or you're looking to establish contact with the enemy. So TLDR, at any turn, at any defilade, you're expecting the enemy to be there, right? You don't know where he is, but you're expecting the enemy. So you're going to be performing bounding overwatch. You're going to be being careful, going over terrain, looking behind the tree lines, just careful movement, looking to establish contact with the enemy. Okay.
So just bounding Overwatch and maintaining good
Yep.
security at all times. Okay.
Yep. And then you make contact with the enemy, send that up, and now we have contact with the enemy. So we know where the enemy is, and we decide on what to do, right? In terms of second squad and third squad, consider them like not present physically in the scenario. The center BTR squad is present, and the southern BTR squad is present. The southern BTR squad is not your objective, okay?
Are we happy to just like go past them after we eliminate the position?
Yes. That's it.
Alright.
You're
Awesome.
good to
I
go.
want you to take
Okay.
lead of the planning because I admit I'm a bit spoiled on how the scenario will run, so I want you to like take more of a
so
decision-making role here.
Southern BTR 238. Okay, there is a pretty significant elevation difference between the two squads. So as long as we stick on the eastern side of the AO, we should be able to avoid their fields of fire.
Yep. So like we're working in this area
Yeah,
essentially.
we're working in that area pretty much.
Where do you think we're gonna get our ORP from?
Thinking probably somewhere around here.
The thing you want to think about for the ORP is the ORP is not in sight line of the enemy. That's important.
Right there, we have cover in the trees to crawl up, see what's going on.
Is that your ORP or where you're doing reconnaissance from?
Or we're doing reconnaissance.
Right. So your
Yeah,
ORP should be a bit
would
behind
be, like,
that.
over here.
Yeah, maybe at the other edge of the tree line here.
Be like
Maybe
right there.
safer.
Stuff right there inside,
And it's only about 100 meters, so you can go up there real fast. Just run up there, get low, and do the recon.
Can I guess would we be allowed to maneuver or like through there?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we can maneuver through there. We can see how good of a position this is to set up an SBF. We'll have to see, but for now, I think this is as much as we can plan without getting further intel.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just follow the purple path to your ORP, dismount, and get our recon point set up.
Alright, let's go. Alright, get back in the fucking car.
Alright, get back in the fucking car! Fuck those knees, buddy. Alright, just follow the other vehicle. We're gonna go to an ORP, and then we're gonna do the same thing as last time. Yeah, we're just reversing. Matt, you coming with, or...?
Yes. Just keep moving. Don't worry about me.
Okay, we're just gonna keep moving. He's a little... Huh? He's in? He's in the car?
He's hacking?
Don't worry about me, he says, as he demonstrates powers beyond our wildest imagination.
Yeah.
But like, can you teleport, or do you just move that fast?
Brazilians, bro.
Oh.
We just do this.
Yeah, all you have to do is
the
put
Brazilian
a PS...
Jiu-Jitsu?
He has to put down a
Yeah.
PS2 wherever he wants to teleport.
We're
It's
about
like
to...
a...
Okay.
Yeah.
Good RP. Hold it. Let me...
One thing that might be interesting is bringing, like, someone with you guys for the ORP. So like an extra person. So the leaders and maybe somebody with a machine gun or somebody with an AT launcher.
Okay.
Dos, what's your kit size?
Say again, like my weight?
Like, yeah, wait.
28 kilos.
33 will be fine.
If you want to take my stick. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'll take.
Here, get on the gun. I'm gonna go with
Oh, Dos can.
fucking Ivan. Ivan, do you want to bring someone like Dawson bringing someone?
No, we'll go 3 people.
Contact? Contact.
Eyes on. 70, bearing 70
Contact
from that
at us.
position.
Give me size.
Go for with the
Size,
40
how many?
millimeter.
1 times contact. No other eyes.
Negative. Fire.
Keep firing.
Is that we're taking fire from the south?
I think you got him.
Command, we were in contact
Potentially.
with what appears to be a fire team, 2 small section-sized element, east northeast of our position, about 300 meters. Break. Position is as follows. Grid reference 025103.
I mean, can we get third squad to maneuver in and take care of those?
No one's gonna take my spot.
I've informed command about the contact, so I think we've dealt with it too.
User joined your channel.
We've been told to deal with the northeastern contact, so
Taking fire, no eyes.
if you don't have eyes, don't waste so much firepower on it.
Alright.
Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and
Dos,
take it.
take your vehicle, head north, like into that tree line, and then push
Reloading.
up towards contact. Our vehicle will push directly east into the tree line, and we'll get SBF.
Dwarf, man up.
Bearing 6-3, eyes on.
Alright, head east. Get us into the tree line so our M2 can get line of sight onto the target.
Alright, I'm gonna reload early.
Okay, yep.
Half done.
Yep, hold at the corner of these trees.
I'm good to go.
Oh, no, forward a little more. Get us onto the northeast bearing, where we're getting shot from. There you go. Alright. North. And hold here.
Dos, feel free to push past us. Let's say
I see a
my plan
corpse.
didn't develop as I wanted.
Copy. I'm going to dismount my team. The Mark 19 is not going to be useful with the trees.
I see a body, dead 50.
Yeah, just watch the bodies. Dwarf also dismount. We're gonna just watch, so we're gonna set up security.
That can't be good.
We've got multiple KIA Krasnobanians. Not seeing anything else out here. I think we're clear.
They're not KAA, they're just chilling with their fucking Mars gear on. They're on the floor.
Alright, well, we're gonna come back now.
Hey, firm, I'll get radioing.
Oh my god, bro.
Who's this guy? Who's
Who the fuck is this?
Dos.
over?
Who's this?
Dos, when I'm busy... Dos, you're my 2IC, congrats.
Dos? Who's Dos?
Who's
Donald.
Doc?
Donald, fuck.
Who's
Sorry.
Donald?
He's been my team leader. Okay, so I've been all fun.
Command, this is Alpha Squad Actual. Be advised, we've successfully dealt with the section-sized elements. We managed to eliminate them.
Copy. Resume to your previous objective.
Alright, get us... let's just rendezvous at the ORP. So get us on bearing 260. We'll just head back to the ORP.
Slurpy, slurpy.
Speaking of, I need more fucking nicotine in me.
What?
Bruh? Alright, ORP is to our left. Yeah, so it's
Gaping and gaping?
It's like over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I think we're being shot at.
No, we're
No,
not.
no.
Just got shot at from the south. They know we're here.
Yeah, we are.
Who gave it away?
What gave it away?
Crack in my ass.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, I think considering they already know we're here, I think we should move up with our full force, because stealthing up's probably not going to work.
Donald, come here.
Yeah, but then they're gonna have like fire superiority on us, right? Because they have the BTR, which outclasses our Humvees. So we should still do like leaders recon.
I've been muted this entire time.
Amazing.
What am I? What am I
What are
looking
they doing?
You know, I'm just gonna let this unfold.
Why did he leave his squad leader behind?
Yeah, look, we're just gonna let it develop, right? And if nothing happens in like 2 minutes, I'll radio and know.
But yeah, you're correct.
Why did you do
Like,
that?
if everybody pushed up, you would just get in a committed engagement before you want to, right?
Yeah, we
So-
essentially just do the same mistake we have in the
Yeah, even if we're in contact, we can see if we can try and like get a sightline on them and figure out where they are with a smaller element, even if it's not just the leaders. Before we actually commit the whole force.
I'm not even mad. I trust Dolph, and he brought a AT rifleman with him, so he'll be able to like.
Ivan, we have a shot on the BTR. I think we'd go ahead and take it. Actually, I'm gonna leave Cap here to not take it. Let's maneuver the rest of the squad to the west and down to that next group of trees to our southwest. We'll have our SPF set up at that position.
Southwest.
Southwest, you mean the one that has ridge like 291 on it?
Well, it's the one directly below the arrow.
Oh, I see. Well, the one that has like the rock barrier. And so you're gonna take your squad, or do you want Green to take that?
Take everyone else there. I'm gonna stay here with Cab. We're gonna take a shot at that BTR once the SBF's been set up.
I can't fit everyone into a car though.
Take both the cars. Take everyone there and move to the SBF position.
Alright, Chief Sandwich, load up, get into your car. Alright, send us back, like, northwest, about 100 meters, and then go south. Don't follow the line exactly. Because we want to use, like, defilade. Yeah, you should be able to see the tree line that we want. To our south?
No, it's the one direct south, no.
Yeah, so I'll just tell you when to make the turn. Alright, make the turn now. Like, as in, go 150, 150,
Yeah,
slow down,
it's
slow
the
down.
Southeast.
Okay, Ivan, advise once you're about to get that SBF set up, we'll engage and then reposition to your location.
You've been lied to, Donald. It's actually training.
Alright.
No, I didn't go
No,
for half of
don't
it.
pop out, pop out. Stay behind the tree, stay behind the tree. Alright,
I'm
stop
playing games with my brother.
Alright, squad elements, let's dismount. I need a show of hands who has AT.
You want me to stay on the gun?
Yes, honestly, you can get off the gun.
We still have our javelin in Mark 19 Humvee.
Let's deploy the javelin for this.
Yeah, I'll go grab Javelin, Chief. You got the MG.
Dude, fuck you.
Alright.
We have the AT shot lined up, ready to take it whenever you're in position.
Yeah, I'm just sending a, I'm just sending my own guys up slowly to, also have, like, eyes on it if we can, so we can, like, have a second shot if yours whiffs.
Alright, space it out really wide and take it really slow, guys. We're not meant to engage, we're just trying to, like, spot the BTR and get a shot lined up on it in prep for the ambush.
Green team, hang back from the blue team elements by about, like, 20 meters. Let them take point where they have to. Alright, take it slow. The hillside across from us is where the hostile formation is.
Alright, Hamlet, point yourself bearing 150 and start looking through your jab sights with thermals on. See if you can spot the, yeah. Green team, pull it back. Keep pulling it back, don't be effort. Alright, do you have eyes on it?
No eyes.
Go into the crouch with you. Could explode if you are.
Alright, Evan, are you in position?
Wait, I see it. Do you see it over there?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yep, eyes on.
Copy.
We're locking it on, give us
Copy. We're
10 to 15 seconds.
I got a lock.
Are you good to take your
Alright,
shot
you're
then?
fired. You're ready to make your acquisition and fire.
Don't fire.
She's gonna have it now.
Take a hit.
We're gonna fire again, stand by.
Are we there yet?
Machine guns open fire on the position.
Alright,
Okay, if you have your javelin, go ahead and hit it.
Hey, firm.
Take down.
We're repositioning to you.
Yep.
Donald, take Dwarf, bring the cars up so we can get more firepower.
Alright, Dwarf, let's go.
I'm gonna have me and Cab bring the vehicles up to the positions we have get more firepower.
Negative, come right up to us. I already have, Donald and Wolf on it. They're less vital than you guys.
Alright, copy that.
You get the Mark 19 one.
Who left the doors open? That's how you get the car stolen. Alright, which one of you left the doors open?
Okay, Ivan, I think our best approach is gonna be that little dirt road a bit more to our east. That should be where the mover team moves up to get close to the position.
Hey, firm, do you want blue team to do SBF so green team has a chance practicing assault?
Hey, firm, go for it.
Alright, green team, man up.
Alright, take the, take the M2 Humvee, we'll leave the Mark 19 here.
Alright, the plan is reverse us, then have us go Donald, where we don't want to blow through all out.
Yeah, we're gonna slow down our engagement speed because we're not taking any more returning fire. We'll pick it back up if they start engaging again.
No, wrong road, wrong road. No, 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 no. This is gonna get us in line with the bad guys to the south.
Which road?
We need to go northeast, so east.
Alright, give me a second.
This is west.
I'm aware.
There's a forest to the east, so it's going around.
Yeah, no, we punched
it
through
makes
that.
sense.
And then we go southeast. Southeast, south. Do you see the road? That's it. That's what we want. All right. Light them up. All right, get us right up to the net. Right up to the one up. All right, keep fire.
Alright, we're holding fire.
Dismount green.
Green advised, right out. Move up to assist.
Maybe get in here.
Copy, we'll move up. Alright, not back up, we're moving up to help green.
Enemy southwest! You're in that trench!
Okay, we're pushing your position rapidly.
My frags are going all over the place.
Watch your approach, Blue. We're getting contact from the way you're coming in.
Need a medical move around to the southwest.
Dwarf, pull back to the blue. Oh wait, no, pull back to where we are at the striker.
Man down.
Be advised, they're fucking dug in with earthworks. Dwarf, behind you. Come to me.
So who got hurt?
Someone in blue team. Bring him over here!
Dwarf,
Over here!
On me.
Oh, he's up.
Yeah, be careful. Watch for trenches and foxholes.
Wait, we're being contacted from the south element position. Take up fighting positions to engage the south. Don't commit to an engagement though. Don't feel you have to waste ammo.
Oh, the bucket! BTR, south.
Alright, head stitched, then I'm gonna pack you.
Get that javelin up here.
Javelin.
Tree line southwest. I'm gonna give you a bearing. Just like.
We are now getting towards the southwestern marked out area.
220. You're clear, Cap.
220, got it. Is it dead?
Alright, orders from Commander to hold this position and to engage the
Stay still.
southwest. We're to wait until 3rd Squad relieves us.
Oh, I'm freezing.
Dwarf, I need you over here by me.
And then I'll pop smoke for you.
Ooh boy. Alright.
You gotta hold tab.
Blood.
Gotta be in.
Let me get blood in him and then I'll pull him back.
To go.
Remember, you have to be on thermal mode, night vision mode, or whatever the fuck. Boomba clot, finally.
Boomba clot, baby.
Good kill.
Yo, this guy is AT certified, bro.
Yeah, for real. Nobody tell him that it was me that certified him.
Alright, got blood. Let's get you bandaged.
I'm up. I'm at the uncomplex for you then.
Alright, then Stitch.
Yeah, rifleman on.
Hang on, hold fire for a second, I'm hearing something.
Maybe another AT guy, because I think we only have like.
Are there Jews engaging us from the west, directly west?
I'm gonna move the Mark 19 Humvee up.
That could be friendly.
Check pulse.
Oh yeah, I see it on the map.
Heart rate looks a little bit too high. Let me get you actually.
Yo, anyone got 249 ammo?
Yeah, the
Check
Humvee,
the
M2 Humvee has.
Alright, I'm moving back to grab some.
You're gonna need more blood. Let me get that in.
Suppress. Hey,
Yeah, fuck that tree.
Is your heart rate stabilizing?
Where's the M2 Humvee?
Where
We need
the
more firepower on
stabilizing
that
out.
target.
Where'd it go?
Dude, I'm shooting already, can't you hear?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, it got moved up, okay.
I'm gonna reload this gun.
Alright.
Mark 19's black on ammo.
There we
Actually,
go.
scratch that
That's
red.
better.
We got a little
for
bit
heart
left.
Rate. Alright. I just gotta get the blood in.
We actually have a lot of.
I'm gonna ceasefire with the M2 for now.
Man, we're checking fire with the M2. Wait.
Let's see. Man, this blood is slow.
User joined your channel.
Where you at?
I am in one of the trenches treating Chief.
My
User
bones
left your
hurt.
channel. User joined your channel.
Come find me. Alright.
Dude, I couldn't get a lock on because I was bleeding and I kept on swaying.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Give me a second. Let me stitch
And
you.
then I got clowned on.
Alright, then pack.
I'd like to put it out there for the record. I was bleeding and swaying, so I couldn't get the lock on.
Alright, you should be good. Go kill.
Doss, get the suppression back up.
Alright, Chief, you're good. Let me get you an epi.
Remember that.
Now wake up, me boy. We have people to kill.
You've got canister shot loaded.
Ivan, can you confirm the position of friendlies out there?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Come on, Chief. Time to wake up. Welcome back. Stay still. Let's see. Why
Yeah, I
let
see
me
red
pack you?
smoke bearing 225.
Alright, popping a morphine. Alright, you should be good.
Hey, dork.
Yeah, there it is.
Hello. I think I have eyes on friendlies. Oh, I cannot hear any of you guys.
Hello.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Oh, now I can hear you guys.
Hello, welcome
Bearing
back.
220 southwest.
What?
You confirm what the friendlies are?
Yeah, the friendlies
Headed
are,
over towards
like,
the destroyed BTR.
Okay, I'm gonna fire.
Our new orders are to do the second part of the exercise, moving to contact.
We are running low on 50 or Mark 19 ammo. We got 27 shots left.
All right, 27 shots.
Okay, blue. Mark 19, Dick.
Well, no, stop. How are we gonna do movement to contact? We need to think about that. How do we do the bound?
I think open ground we want to use the vehicle because walking across open ground is gonna suck on foot. That's not gonna be an option. So I think we just do one vehicle to next point
ammo
dismount
for my
cover,
fucking Mark
leapfrog
17.
across, that sort of method.
Nice.
So, yep, I'm liking that so far.
I can just load you up on morphine and grenades and send you in there.
You got ammo for your. You use a Mark 17.
It's Mark 14.
Yeah. Do you need mags?
I have some mags.
Hold up.
I hope they're compatible.
Let's have like a squad huddle. We'll just have like 2 or 3 people on Overwatch, but the rest of us I want us in a circle so I can explain what we're doing.
There you go. There's a couple mags.
Go up, I'm gonna stay on the M2 then.
I'll stay with Donald.
Alright. Gather around, children. Alright. So, plan is as follows. We're currently at grid reference 024 break 1032. Situation is as follows. We just finished engaging some targets to our southwest and destroyed them. Plan is as follows. I've drawn a black line on the map. What we're going to do is we're going to conduct a series of bounding overwatches in a movement to contact exercise. So movement to contact just means that we're acting like there's going to be an enemy behind every corner, and we're going to try and keep moving until we hit the end of the exercise field. So each black line on the map indicates how we're going to bound, and each dot indicates where we're going to stop. So we're going to make each crossing with a single vehicle at a time, and once that vehicle makes the point, we're going to have the other vehicle come up. And I think we're not going to do leapfrogging this time. We're just going to have both of us reach, and then we're going to have the next vehicle move after a bit. That way we're taking it nice and slow and we're doing it properly. Any questions?
We're doing bounding overwatch with the vehicles?
Yes, with the vehicles. So that means when you hit each dismount point, you stop, everyone except the gunner gets out and pulls security, and then the other vehicle rushes across.
Who's going first? Blue or green?
Dust, do you want to pull straws?
If I just choose.
Oh shit.
Could you go over radio still on conduct for me?
Yeah, just choose.
Okay, we'll have blue team kick us off.
One thing, come back here real quick. One thing I want to mention. Not necessarily do you need to disembark. You can. But if you're doing it with vehicles, let's say either the Humvees or a Striker or a Bradley, you can do bounding overwatch with the vehicles for the sake of speed, even if you're doing a movement to contact. But if you think it's dangerous enough to disembark, sure. Another thing is, what is going to be your response to contact? Like, what do you want to do?
Right. Response to contact is... it really depends. If it's not at one of the bounding positions, then we just complete the bound and then we hold down and basically overwhelm them with firepower. We are in a bit of a pickle where our 40 Mike Humvee is starting to run out of ammo. We only have like 30 rounds left on it, so we have to be conservative with it. The problem really comes up if we have contact in the dismount point. In that case, we're gonna have to transition into an assault formation. So the Humvee's gonna have to drive up while the overwatching element suppresses that target, and then you're gonna have to dismount and start using hand grenades and rifle fire to clear out the position so that we can successfully bound into
All right.
it.
So one thing to think about is movement to contact. You're moving with the intention of making contact, of finding the enemy, right? So it's different from we're moving somewhere to get there and we happen to take contact. You're doing it with the intention of finding the enemy and then destroying them, or reporting, or just finding where they are and reporting that up, right? So you move with contact, and then once you establish contact with the enemy, you know where he is, you fix him, and then you send that up and you kill him yourself, or supporting unit comes along, right? So the idea of movement to contact is to find the enemy. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, God.
All right.
I will kill the enemies.
Let me just write that down. There you go. 3 easy steps.
Another thing, bounding Overwatch is not necessarily movement to contact. They're two separate things. But yeah, movement to contact in itself is finding the enemy. But okay, that's it.
Yep. All right. Any questions?
What squad do you want me on? Team, I suppose.
You're green.
Okay.
Get in.
Alright, let's go get back in the whip.
Alright, Donald, do you need a run through of the plan?
Nah, I heard it.
I do.
Okay, plan is
Alright, moving on to the next
follow
point.
black lines, and at each black dot we're gonna basically stop. They're bounding Overwatch, so we don't follow blue team unless we can like find an SBF that covers their next point. So maybe like okay, I guess we can't really do anything.
I'm gonna grab a flag real quick. Oh my goodness.
Oh my fucking.
Why?
Does this go hard or what?
Every time we get in the car, I hear the sound of a lighter.
Dude. Oh
Ivan,
God.
your lungs are gonna die on you.
That ain't my lungs, that's Donald.
You don't understand. We're in the U.S.
Ivan, are we just moving out together, or are we not bounding anymore?
We're in the Ocean Army.
Dwarf, do you know how to bounce?
Hi, Donald.
He's waiting for. It never got told.
No, we're bounding. We're bounding.
Okay, we're moving out again then.
Donald, I gotta send you something.
Yeah, go for it. Like one.
Could you, actually, no, just keep going.
Alright, go up to the corner of that building up ahead of us. So that's like a 155. So we can cover them.
Advise, 40mm has been rearmed. Somewhat, we got 3 belts.
Alright, use them carefully.
Blue is set, we're not gonna dismount at this point.
When Zeus
Copy.
says he can't
Alright,
use personal
Move up, bearing 145.
Donald, are you stupid?
No,
We're
I'm
gonna
pretty
meet up
smart,
with
fella.
Alpha.
No, you're
rather
a
than-
fight smeller.
The blue fire team.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're good.
We're good. Alright, just hold here.
What's that?
Moving.
They say the early bird gets the worm.
Dude, I'm in a tree right now. It's alright though.
Okay, we're set.
Alright, move.
Set.
I stink.
Damn, you did a fucking California stop.
I should have done it in Norwegian way. Just start yelling slurs at him.
Alright.
Okay, we're set.
Moving. Nothing ever happens, guys.
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever happens?
Say it, Donald.
If nothing happened, we didn't do our job because we're supposed to be finding someone, aren't we?
No.
Ah.
We're supposed to...
Yeah, wrong way. 200, 200, 200. 200 degrees!
We're good.
200 miles an hour?
88.
49? 21?
Alright, get the gun watching east, 110 degrees.
Set.
Oh, not 110.
Contact.
Yeah,
We're pulling back into the trees.
Troops in
Yeah,
contact.
they're shooting from the village.
Alright, dismount, let's start getting eyes on that village. Trying to identify what buildings they're occupying.
I'm gonna steal this log from you, dwarf.
How dare.
Which village did Donald say we were being shoved in?
What other villages do you see?
There's one over to the south. That is...
Yeah, fucking rabbit on the blast.
Generation kill dialogue. Man, I'm just a little...
Dos, where were you getting contact from?
I don't think it was the village. I think it was more the tree line. No.
You know what? Assuming they are there, we should bound up like 200 meters into the open, because you actually have that hill that rolls up, you see? So if you park the Humvee at the bottom, you'll actually be in defilade. So that'll probably be good. Yeah, drinking water.
We're gonna move out a bit.
Contact report is as follows. Unknown contact. We are going to conduct a reconnaissance of the village of Vybor, which is our best guess at where they are.
Sacrifices need to be made for comfort. Yeah.
Tides, get the car!
Aye.
You guys get in the vehicle.
Get into the automobile.
Okay, ready to move.
In the automobile.
Yep. Just back us up and have us facing in a way that lets us watch the village. We're not actually going to be moving in.
Yeah, you're set to go.
Just hold this here, yeah. Plan is they're going to go to the bottom of that hill, where they should be not in contact, and they're going to try walking it up, I guess.
Don't know.
Definitely it's not as... Oh.
Right, south,
Contact
south,
from your south. South,
Copy,
160,
we're
160.
moving to get into cover.
Hey, move me more east, move me east.
Eyes on 1 times BTR.
Contact report is as follows. Contact is about 500 meters south of us, 1
We
time
have eyes on the position.
motorized
There is
section
terrain
at
between
least.
us and them. We're able to advance up about 100 meters closer to them.
I have no eyes from my post.
Alright, are we clear to advance?
I just radioed it to command. If they give us the order to engage, we'll go with your plan. Just be advised we can't give fire support for you guys. We don't have eyes on the targets.
Alpha, this is actual. If
Standard
you
actual.
can identify the enemy position and you think you're capable of taking it on yourself, go for it. Assault it, otherwise we'll call for support.
We're clear for assault if it's just 1 BTR.
Copy, we're moving up.
Godspeed, boys. Now they're being shot from the east.
Yeah, you're being shot from the
Guys,
east
we're taking
again.
fire from our left. That's our east. Keep that position suppressed first. We're gonna try and take out the BTR.
Yep, just keep going that way. Yep, we're suppressing.
This is Alpha. Be advised, we have also made contact with what appears to be 1 section of dismounts about 500 meters to our east-southeast in some tree lines. We're suppressing them. I think we'll also be able to take them out by ourselves.
Guns down, we're reloading.
I think the gun's up.
Yeah. I feel safe like a turtle.
The turtle. I do like the turtle reel. Keep engaged. Keep engaged. Keep pressing.
Ooh, they just took an explosive.
Be advised,
BTR
we took
disabled.
Mascaz.
DOS, your vehicle just took what appears to be a hit. I see 1 down, possibly 2.
Copy that. I think I heard Mascaz over there. We're pulling back.
Yep, actually, we'll pull up and assist you guys.
Yeah, Dwarf, get us right on top of that vehicle so we can support him.
Donald, do you have any more?
Oh yeah, there's still guys that die also. So keep firing at the place.
Green team, let's focus on the eastern
Chief, why are you down again?
Reloading. Yep, suppressing.
Bearing 78, on tracer.
Check file.
First.
Check file.
Hold fire.
There's literally 2 dudes looking at me. Why should I hold fire?
Check fire doesn't mean hold fire. It means only shoot if they're actually identified.
Welcome back, Chief. Stay still while I stitch you.
Did you hear what I said?
Quit getting shot, man.
Negative.
An RPG hit the Humvee and it killed me.
You ain't dead yet. I'm here. Alright, you should be
I'm
good.
not dead because it was a practice round.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Alright, you
whatever
need
that,
blood.
whatever that launcher was, fucking was right in my face.
It's the exact same experience in the main campaign. It's, hey look, RPG, bang! Hey look, RPG, bang!
I was so curious where everything was, and then right in the center of my screen and slightly down, a fucking rocket comes and knocks me out.
Oh shit.
More suppression.
I'm getting into the fucking Mark 19.
Donald, give me a call when your guys are just about to hit. We're laying down 40 Mike from UGL.
Alright, push fire with the 40. Switch to 50 only.
Hold fire on
Last
40
bell.
millimeter.
Alright, you should be almost stitched. One last limb. Then I'll put an extra 500 blood in you and you should be good.
What a great way to wake up today. I woke up like an hour
I'd like to get
ago.
from the south.
So there's actually like people who could sneak up on us. So watch that playing.
Alright, you should be good.
Awesome, thank you.
Holding fire.
Alright, green team's gonna shift facing to the southwest because we were taking contact in that
Is
direction.
anyone else injured?
After the eastern contact eliminated, we're coming back to you.
Move me some facing south.
I'm gonna get in the car.
I'm down to like 100 rounds. That's a vehicle engaging us.
Okay, so I said we have a few more contacts over here. We're gonna take care of this before we reposition.
DOS, we've relocated slightly. We're getting engaged by a BTR element. I'm not sure if you see us. We're like 50 meters south of the original point where we dismounted.
Copy, I got you on C-tab.
I got him. One of my grenades also probably got a guy.
Okay, eastern contacts are actually dead now. We're coming back. Do you have eyes on the position of the BTR?
Yeah, they're over the hill that we're like playing with, but the problem is when we get close enough, they start lighting us up with indirect. Unclear if it's hand grenades or 40 Mike from further back.
Copy, we're moving up to around where that lake is. Stand by. Yeah, we see the lake directly through like 100 meters southeast of your position. We're moving up to that location to try to get a shot.
We can't really SBF you because they have fire superiority, so we need you to like get a shot on that BTR, then we might be able to pull up.
Copy, just keep drawing the fire.
Dang it! Ugh!
M2 machine gun on the Humvee is red on ammo, 50 rounds left.
Copy, we'll try to make this quick.
Yo, dude. Because I have like fucking.
I can't explain how much I want to run over there and start tossing grenades over that hill.
Honestly, that might be the play. Donald, do you think we can make that work?
Yeah.
I've got 8 of them.
Get on the crest of that hill safely.
Yeah, alright, everyone man up. We're gonna drive right up and then we're gonna bulk this
By the
down and
BTR,
assault up the hill.
keep drawing its fire.
Hey, Firm, we're gonna try and launch an assault to take the crest of the hill. We're just gonna drive up to the base and then charge up.
I could probably hit the thing without a heat round as well if you want, honestly.
Somebody give me that sidearm. I'm out of ammo for my Mark 17.
BTR destroyed.
Good stuff, mate.
Alright.
We really did not have to drive the distance.
We did.
Alright, we're cresting the hill.
Tossing nades. Can confirm it's a trench line. Who is hurt?
No one.
He's good, dwarf.
Don't move, strap and stick ninja.
We could, like, probably just rush it down if we smoke their position.
Yeah, Red, we have fire superiority. Get up there, clear those trenches by the BTR.
Smoking.
Cool.
We're loading up?
Yeah, we're loading up.
Oh man. Go.
Green's commencing assault.
Ah.
Alright, dismount, fan out, stop putting fractures to the trenches. Fractures to the trenches.
Say when we're done with frags.
Meg's been hit.
Dwarf down, dwarf down. Oh,
They're moving up to you.
Dwarf, you goober.
Trench is clear.
Dwarf is down, unconscious. He's good though. I think he just needs some blood and an epi.
Well, he needs blood, he's fucked. No, he can still live. We can just epinephrine.
Okay.
I'm giving him epinephrine. Make sure none of his wounds open up.
You want me to start CPR?
Yep.
No, he doesn't.
No,
need
he has a pulse. He's good.
Are we still in contact? I'm hearing gunfire.
I wonder if that was mine or something else. I just tossed a grenade, I saw it leap up, and then there was an explosion and I was down.
Positions. It was slightly scuffed, but we managed to eliminate a position at 033 break 084 composed
Really
to one
that was a
section.
beautiful anti-tank shot.
We also managed to successfully engage and
If I did
eliminate
say so
one
myself.
times
Alright, get up in the trenches, watch this out.
with them at 036
Copy.
break
Someone cover me while I
087,
reload my mag.
continuing to index.
Alright, everyone, let's just mount up. And let's... Okay. I'll get, like, new power things set for us shortly.
Copy. I am gonna have to go now. I'm gonna leave my team to Chief. You should be able to handle. I gotta go get ice cream.
I cannot enter vehicle.
Goodbye.
Oh.
I took the gun.
Try again.
User left your channel.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, I'm in.
Oh.
Nope. More hostiles.
We're taking contact
southeast.
126.
It's a fucking BTR, I know.
It's a fucking T90.
Troops in contact. Possibly armored contact unclear.
We out of the car.
Yeah.
Nope. Still. Okay. Someone went down.
Confirm PCR.
Oh fuck, I wanted that.
Either you missed Donald or it tanked it. But not to worry. I am
where
here.
is it?
Uh.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
Rain! I need a rain. Fuck.
I got nothing.
Right now?
Focus on your job, cool.
Okay, this is a bad spot. Donald's getting hit more.
Blue team, I need smoke on green team's Humvee so we can pull back and into the trench line.
Ivan's down. Ah!
I think he's dead. I'm just gonna grab him and get him into the trench line.
Get everyone into the trench lines. Let's go.
I might be bugged out.
Alright, you got smoke. Get him over to the trench.
Yeah, I'm bugged.
Wonderful. Alright, just drag him.
Yeah,
User disconnected from your channel.
Why am I so fucking slow?
Funnily enough, before it opened up, Donald was fine, and then all the bullets came through the Humvee and hit him.
What the fuck noise was that?
It just deployed smoke for some reason.
I swear.
I'm about to die, I think.
Alright, you're gonna need more blood. Then I gotta stitch your chest, stitch your legs, and then we wait for the blood.
Yo, start working on him. I gotta get myself.
Ivan's hit bad. He needs blood.
Give me a second.
His fatal amount.
Oh boy. Alright. Alright, someone work on bandaging Donald. I'll get blood going into Ivan. And someone hit that thing, please!
We're all out of AT, I'm pretty sure.
Ivan's got something. Take it off his back.
So damn surprised I can't see.
Oh.
We have disposables! We have disposables!
Welcome back, Ivan. Alright, now to get Donald. Chest stills need stitching, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Then we can get your tourniqueted legs.
So troops in contact is as follows. We've engaged a BTR. It's been able to suppress us quite effectively. We have AT going in on
That's an infantry engagement. Not ideal. Do you have any AT anywhere?
Yeah, we need more AT.
Where's Cab? This is Cab. Where's your...
Don't we have stuff in the Humvees?
Yes! One lost. We have one lost fucking rocket. One lore. I've already taken it.
Come on, Ivan. Time to wake up. There we go. He's back.
More M136s in the Humvee.
Welcome back, Donald.
Hello. I'm gonna move in the trench now.
Yep, get in that trench.
Give me a little clearance.
Wall suppression. We're clear.
Rocket, rocket, rocket!
I didn't hear it. Did that?
Yeah, I fucking missed it. It's too suppressed.
Look at oh, it's pull back west.
There's no vehicles. Where's the other Humvee?
Ah!
Someone just fucking screamed. Oh, he's on fire.
Dwarf's been hit. Dwarf's been hit.
Okay, back up. Where's the trench? Who's on fire? Get in the trench and use the self-interact ace.
Give me that. I'll fucking fire it or give it to me. Okay, cool. Contacts! Over there, fucking corner. Press.
Alright. Is anyone else injured?
Second squad moving into the east to assist.
Alright, we have reinforcements coming in.
Visual direct east. Friendlies.
Alright, Ace checks everyone. How are we doing?
Get the...
Green.
Yellow ammo, yellow medical.
I'd say in between, like, yellow and green.
Sandwich is green.
Command, this is Alpha. Be advised where movement... where movement ineffective. At least one of our Humvees is M-killed.
Copy. Sec. 1 sec.
Alright, we may have a...
Where's the other Humvee, Chief?
I'll go get it.
Bless you.
I don't know. I've got to go though.
Oh, I got laser burns to my eyes.
Who's your next two I see?
At this point, sandwich.
Okay, hold up.
Donald, I'm gonna have you go blue. You're gonna be in charge of blue team.
User left your channel.
Good copy. What do you need? Over.
Edex!
Yep. Do we just want to have like a debrief around the Humvees?
Cool. Could you
Alright.
give me some help?
Yep, give me a second.
Alright, we're probably gonna get Zeus heals in a bit.
Thank you.
Alright, Dwarf, you know what to do.
Alright, everyone, let's load up.
Do we have... Oh, I see.
Oh, do have ammo again.
Which way are we going?
We are following the purple line on the map. Just cut us, like, into the town of Vibor and we'll keep going.
Alright, blue team take lead. reaction to contact is we're just going to blow through any contact we encounter, and I'll radio in where we take it from.
What the fuck?
I got popped out of the vehicle for no reason.
Going out of the automobile.
There we go.
Let's gooch it.
I see the Rangers without metal support experience.
Yeah, I mean, did you see how easily we've been taking out multiple strikers?
You mean
I have.
BTRs?
I mean BTRs, that's actually look like strikers.
Yeah, how bad is our military funding where we can't even just buy some stuff from the Ukes? Like,
No, someone said that already, and
I did.
And Matt was like, that would make more sense, but fuck you.
yes, I am the one who brought that up, and he was just like, but this is more
okay.
funny.
I forgot.
Yeah, I brought up the idea of stealing the M60s from plastic, but, you know, they're called plastic, and they are basically plastic. They don't have very good pulp. Oh my god, Dorf.
I only have one box of slap, and it makes me sad.
I mean, once you run out, you can just run up for the enemy and slap them yourself.
It's fucked up. We don't have web nights installed, so I can't.
Oh right, Web Knights is the stabby stab.
It's also the sometimes crash your game if you go in water with a melee weapon out.
True. True, so true. Petition to get Matthews to give us Web Knights so we can
I think he'd like
get a
actually
1600 game.
if you recommended that.
We had it in the Ocean War all the way back.
Oh, the Ocean War.
There were melee dudes and like bayonet charges and stuff in that, but
that's true.
Quick, Zeus is gone. Steal his stuff.
Steal his stuff? Yeah. Steal his kit. Give me a striker with 2 AIs and I'll win. Oh wait, no, we have tides here, that's right. Honestly, at this point, throw me in a BMP with tides, and I think we got this.
I'll take like an M3 half track. Just a 50 cal bolted on the top, no cover at all.
What's the shitty Anzac tank, Ivan? The fucking...
Bob Semple?
Yeah, the Bob Semple. Give me a fucking Bob Semple at this point.
New Zealander doesn't know about the Bob Semple. What is your
I
country?
know about the Bob Semple, I just forgot.
Well, you didn't know its name. That's a disservice.
Why did I remember it and you didn't?
Chronic Hoi
I don't know, I'm half a dead, I'm half asleep.
I mean, true, I did learn about it from Hoy, but...
If everyone saw it in Hoi and we're like, Lamau, funny New Zealand armor meme, Lamau.
Lamau. Next up for crazy Anzac hot takes, we need to build a tank called the Farlap. And then we will constantly argue over who gets rights to it.
Are these guys really following
We just went past the... No, we didn't. Oh my god, you guys are actually respecting the rules of the road.
Oh, thanks, Dwarf.
Come on, Dwarf. Alright.
Into my head, Dwarf, I can't believe you.
User left your channel.
I don't know.
That did not feel like 2 hours.
it was 2.5.
That felt
Like,
evil.
like I feel like we started like an hour ago, and then I checked the clock, and it's like we're over time. What the fuck?
Next one gonna be short or long?
I'm thinking, they're both shorter, but they're gonna take a few minutes. I might skip one of them.
Yeah, let's do one of them because the other rest is gonna be dragging on a little. Remember,
Yeah.
it's Monday tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, and I
I'm
have
gonna
like
cut
work in 40 minutes.
Yeah, cut this. I debrief. So, I mean, everyone come here. You can come here, dwarf. Didn't need to pull security for this. Debrief. So, looking at the map. So first things first. First assault. Good. Not much to comment on the contact here. That was okay. You killed them. Whatever. You identified the enemy position. You saw you had a sight line with the Moz. You actually that was a hit, but it only disabled the gun. Didn't actually blow it up. And then you followed up with the javelin later. So that was good. I think the main thing I have to mention about this assault here is Team 1 was suppressing Team 2 went into the Humvee to move, and this is something we saw in the other assault you guys did as well, is the Humvee, like, the enemy position is here, and the Humvee driving fucking YOLO into this position. That could have gone really bad. It almost went really bad. The guy on the gun, the people getting out, you get out, and then you have this much area to cover, right? This is like the enemy can be in like this entire angle, and you're getting shot at, and you're getting out of the vehicle, and you don't know what's going on, and the enemy's poking in and out of holes, and they're throwing grenades at you. That's actually something that's really important. You're in grenade range, so they're sitting in their like fighting positions, throwing grenades at you, and you got really lucky. None of those grenades actually killed you. So, if I was to suggest something, when you move up, park either a bit to the side or get out a little early. So you could get out like here or like here and keep up the fire, keep up the suppression. So of course, so the enemy doesn't shoot you while you're doing it, but have the infantry disembark a little off and then go up. Because if you drive right up, you're going to get grenaded, you're going to get AT'd, and most importantly, your 50 cal can't effectively cover. Like, let's say you're here, this is the angle your 50 cal has to cover to keep the enemy suppressed, right? If you're here, that becomes this. Because it's a lot
Also,
more
I didn't even
manageable.
have depression enough to shoot some of the guys. That's why
Yeah.
Shepard got absolutely ass blasted.
Yeah, you're like here, and the enemy's under you in the holes, and you can't shoot them. It's like,
I had to get out and
yeah.
fucking shoot his ass.
So,
And I was like, that was fucking dumb, Shepard.
Don't
What?
just drive up. Don't just drive up the bad guys. You're gonna get
I
grenaded.
wasn't
You're gonna
driving
get...
at any point.
No, I mean, you got in a hole where it was an enemy.
Oh.
And he got back up and he was behind you. I was shouting at him, behind you, behind you, behind you.
Yeah.
And he just stood there.
I didn't hear anyone yelling about behind me.
To be
so
fair,
that's
I was lining
really
shit up with the
fucking
50s,
funny.
right?
That's
Kinda
probably
excusable
what
that you
it
didn't
was.
hear it. I will not lie.
Yeah, you guys dismounted really close. That could have ended really badly. I don't know how none of those grenades got you guys, because I saw that and I was like, okay, they're gonna die. And then I grabbed a guy, one of the guys at the foxhole here, and I started throwing grenades at you guys. Just to prove a point. And then you guys got really lucky none of those fucking grenades hit you.
Get better. Get good. Get good, bro.
But, I mean, if I wanted to kill you, I could have. I just threw him randomly. But you got here. The enemy started engaging you. You started responding. And then the other squad moved and killed them. That was fine. Suppressive fire put down. So that was fine. That was perfect. Once you guys got ready to move. You started doing the bounding overwatch, the movement to contact. One thing to think about with movement to contact is it's okay to have a route that optimizes the cover and the terrain, but it might be a better idea to not pre-plan your movement points like this, right? Because when you actually get there, you're going to have a much better idea of what terrain lies ahead of you, what the sight lines are. So what I suggest is instead of like being strict with it, you just have a route. And let's say you have team 1, team 2, right? Team 1, team 2 are here. they know what's in front of them, right? What they can and can't see, and then they can see the next position. So they're like, okay, team 2, you're gonna move up here now, right? Boom, and then you get here, and then you can kind of see what the sight lines are here, and then you can identify where you might want to move. Like, hey, maybe moving down here isn't so great because there's like a crest here, and it might be better to like come here instead and just look over the crest and see and identify the stuff that's like here. Not that you guys would have had that knowledge, but just saying, like, it might be better to leave it open, like have a route, and then figure out the positions you're gonna stop and move at in the moment. That also is a lot better if you're gonna be employing bounding Overwatch just naturally, right? So you're moving around, you're doing infantry stuff or in a vehicle, and you're expecting enemy contact, and you say, hey, we're gonna bound. You don't need to plan that. You can say, we're gonna bound, this team takes the lead, and then you cover. And you don't need to plan it. You just follow your route, okay? You think that's fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Final assault here. Good. Guys try to get a sight line, and then you got engaged by the other threat, and then you suppress them. And perfect use of the terrain here. There was a crest that blocked sight line of the trench line to you guys as you engage the other enemy position. So you were able to isolate that fight and take it like one by one. So you kill the guys here. And then while one team was taking care of the enemy position on the tree line, the units in the trench, they sent a unit up while the other one suppressed you, right? They tried to assault on you. One interesting thing to think about is, actually no, one thing first, you guys were here and the enemy got here, right? And they started throwing grenades over, and then you guys fell back. That was perfect. Like, good job. Like, the enemy's on the other side of the hill. They kind of got fire superiority on you there, so you don't want to sit there and just get grenaded to that. Really good job. But after that, you guys fell back, and you started shooting at them, and you got fire superiority. It might be good to think about, there's like 4 or 5 of you, fire and maneuver at a team level. So I saw you guys were just sitting here, and engaging the enemy. And then once the enemy was dead, it might have been interesting to have one team hold and the other one maneuver at this level, right? So fire and maneuver at the lowest level to kill the bad guys, get them behind the crest here, and then dominate the crest. Is that fair, you guys think?
Yeah, pretty fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So even if you got 2 people, fire and maneuver is an option. It's like basic bounding Overwatch. 2, 3 people.
Also, we had a 50 cal, so...
Yeah, you had a 50 cal. So it was a really good option there. Another thing, once you guys got positioned on the crest, the other team was positioned here. The trench line was effectively suppressed for a long time. So like, you guys are engaging it and there was no fire coming back. I feel like the assault could have started a little earlier. It took a while to recognize the opportunity. DOS eventually did recognize the opportunity and call it over the radio. Could have been a little faster, saved a bit of ammo, but that's a nitpick. That's like a really big nitpick. And then you guys made the same mistake. You hop in the Humvee and you just drive up. So one option would have been to maybe just walk, or maybe, because they're along the tree line, would have been to take the Humvee and park on one of the sides.
Go there,
and then move in, right? And not park right on top of the trench line. Because again, this is even worse because the trench line is so wide. So let me get rid of all this clutter here. You park your Humvee like here, and how is your Humvee going to cover when he has this angle? Like, if there's a guy in this trench, like here, right, and he pops up, and your 50 cal is looking this direction, what the fuck is he going to do, right? Of course, you have your support team, but you can't, you have the 50. So let's say the 50 was either further back, like maybe at an angle, or like here. This is the angle that he has to cover. See what I mean?
Yep.
These are like nitpicks. So, but yeah, try not to move straight. Think about the angles. Think about disembarking a little bit further so you can actually get out, space out, and then assault while the other team suppresses. Otherwise, the assault was really good. And then the enemy attack honestly, I don't think there were any big mistakes with the enemy attack. You guys were in the trench line, and you're getting ready to move, and then the striker came up, or BTR, I guess, came up, started 50 cal on you guys. A lot of suppression. I think the thing was fucking hold down, so it was a really hard shot with AT. So you guys just got really suppressed. Uh, this is a situation where, like, the enemy, they disembarked the infantry, they started moving on you. The enemy successfully suppressed you, fixed you, and they're trying to kill you, right? Was it like a mistake that you guys made? No, you just were clearing the trench, and they came up on you, and they got a better position on you. Where that comes in is, you ask for help. I'm not gonna, like, it wasn't a mistake that you guys didn't ask for help, because I think you guys probably didn't even think that was an option, right? If you were in an actual, like, platoon with other players, you probably would have asked for help, but maybe think about when you need help and when you don't, right? But this is actually something I see in ops a lot, is people fight to the death. They'll get suppressed, they'll get pinned, and instead of asking for help, they'll just say, yeah, we're gonna handle it, we got it, bro. And they're all just lying on the ground eating dirt, trying to fire back. Yeah, they're like, nah, I'd win, instead of asking for help.
Yeah, I've seen a lot as well. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, but in this case, I don't, like, there wasn't a big mistake. They just got the better of you there, and you got suppressed, and there's not much you could do from that point onwards. Maybe one thing is maybe respect the enemy's fire a little more, because the 50 cal was blaring at you, and there were like 4 guys sitting outside the trench staring at it, right? So that wasn't very good from that part. Just respect the enemy a bit more. Anyone got any comments?
No comments.
Okay.
I'm starting to see a theme in your feedback, Matt, and I'm noticing recurring mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few of
It
them.
is 7:30. We were supposed to end 30 minutes ago. What's your guys'
continue this later.
Yeah, I'm happy to come back to this like next week, and we can take the other exercises. Maybe you can add in like a fourth scenario just to pad it out. But it does look like 2 scenarios per thing like fits it, because instead of like going through it with a full operational tempo, I've noticed we do slow it down a little. We try to like think about our options. There's a lot more consideration at play, which I guess is fine for training. I imagine in like an actual op, we'd try to be a bit more snappy on the decision-making aspect and a bit more executive. There's a lot of back and forth between me and DOS, sort of like assessing our picks. Yeah.
There's a big thing about the main ops. It's kind of an issue that 111 has. I fucking hate it, but there's not much we can do about it without like changing a big part of the 111. Just the fact that we have air support, and the simple fact that we have like fixed wing and rotary wing in the air completely changes the pacing of the op. Because
let's sit on our ass and wait for air to deal with it.
No, it actually, the funny part is it makes it faster. It doesn't make it slower. It makes it faster because air is capable of like raping or ass blasting, I guess, like entire parts of the op. Yeah. So the entire op has to scale up and the tempo has to increase because air is just such a force that can just destroy stuff. And you don't really get these engagements that we saw here. Like,
honestly, yeah, that makes sense, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that striker that pushed up on you guys would have had an AGM before you even saw it, like 2 kilometers from the front line. That striker that was sitting behind the front line, we'd be 20 minutes into the op and you would have seen that on radar and dropped a bomb on it. So there's a big part of the mission design in the way I make ops when we do main ops. It is like hiding that sort of stuff, and also having enough of it where air is not able to have that impact, where it's like, oh, instead of, if I have 1 BMD down, it's going to get nuked. If I have 4 of them, they're going to nuke 2 of them, and infantry is going to have to deal with 2 of them. It's a bit rough, but
I will say, yeah, like, not that it's relevant, but ops without air has always been more interesting. So there's a point to that, I think, what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because the smaller scale ops really force you to consider the fundamentals because,
Yeah.
you know, when your heaviest like piece of firepower is a roof-mounted 50 cal, you get down to sort of like the essence of sort of like tactics, where it's all about, you know, fire superiority. It's all about the maneuver element and the fire element. It's all about being able to get your defeats in detail by isolating pockets of enemy resistance and taking them out one at a time. It's about like doing reconnaissance and, you know, the fancy tools. They make it easier, but they sort of like confuse that, right? Because you don't think about like the raw essentials. You start thinking about like all the ancillary
You
stuff.
can get away with a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when we started talking about Swing, where like we were really very used to like some people when they design missions they don't put stuff in like in places where it makes sense. Like per se, when you think about like what like War on Terror brain rot, where everything is a fob in the open. Yeah. Or like the enemy doesn't entrench itself. Or the thing we got used to a lot was air just being able to fucking see everything, and so we didn't care. We would just hold W, and if we ran into something air didn't see, fuck air. Air's trash. Air's trash. You didn't see it, right? There is an argument for that sometimes when it's like, hey, air, can you look at this 200-meter grid for me and tell me if there's something there? And they're like, nah, there's nothing. And then you walk up there and there's an entire VMP squad. But it's been a good transition recently for like maybe scouting is a bit more important than we think, just because of the way we've nerfed air recently. But yeah, that's like a tangent.
Bring back
I think
recon,
that's
yo.
yeah.
No, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's just funny.
Alright. Actually, I do have some comments. I just realized.
Yeah.
I think on the squad level, the Humvee as a resupply point is really important, and I think we need to identify the assets that we use most and appropriately tailor our kits. For example, javelins are a game changer, and I don't think we had that many spare tubes, so those are like really good assets. Those are good to have extra of because you saw like how engagements went when we had a javelin versus like our disposables. With the javelin, we were just like we were monsters. Armor couldn't like really touch us effectively. It's such a game changer.
Right. So these are the two scenarios we could do. I don't know. I think maybe we can do 3 next time because the second one here was the longest one. Like the other 2 were kind of they're shorter. They're like closer to the first scenario.
Yep.
But the third scenario is like another squad assault, you know. But this time I wasn't gonna give you any hints. It was just gonna be, hey, what we've done so far, you're gonna look at the target and you're gonna do it, right? It was like the test. And then the scenario 3B was going to be a defense. So what I wanted to see here is first squad is responsible for the center lane here, and I was going to be like thinking about where are you going to be, because it's a mechanized BMP squad assault in your infantry.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Where do you put your stuff?
So this would be a defense mission?
Yeah, this would have been a defense.
The reverse slope, the reverse slope.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends on where second and third squad wants to be, but
it's interesting because like
if they're here and we're here,
especially with the javelin, there's an argument for sitting on the hill, right?
Yeah.
I think the standard answer would be like infantry in a reverse slope close, and then the javelin, and then a machine gun in the back, right? Like the heavy weapons in depth.
Yeah.
Watching over the hilltop, but
nah. Here's my take.
Yeah.
You'd have Jav plus recon, so that would be like your javelin guy plus your team leader there. They'd be able to get like the ambush off, and then once they run out of tubes, or they get if they get too decisively engaged, they can fall back to the reverse slope through the woods and join up with the rest of the element.
I think that's interesting because we're talking about BMP tubes, and they're on the face of the hill. And I think if these guys get spotted and they can't kill what's coming at them, let's say you have a javelin and there's 2 BMPs, right?
No, you kill one,
one
BMP, the other
and the
suppresses
other
and kills you.
The other one, yeah, no, he's gonna. Like, you're on the face of the hill. You can't go up the hill with the BMP shooting you. He's gonna ass blast you. So it's like, it works. So yeah, maybe I would have had, if I wanted to, like, what you can have is probably put the Jav like here, Jav and Recon here, yeah, or like here, or like anywhere near the top of the hill, really. And then, yeah, they can kill stuff. And then if artillery comes down, if the BMP suppress them, they fall back, and then they go for the reverse slope. Because they might be displaced by artillery, right? But I think that was going to be a fun one, which we also don't get to do in the main ops, because they get, the BMPs get mavericked. But,
He's such a grunt, guys. Yeah. He's so grunt-pilled. He's so full to gapped.
I'm gonna start grunting.
That's... These zombies on each side. Like this? Well... Again...
What if there's 4 BMPs instead of just 2?
Yeah. If the problem with this is there's no fallback. Like
it's not a dumb idea, Adam, but it's like, there are definitely downsides to that as well.
Yeah, it's like a suicidal position, basically. That's the problem with that position.
Knowing our luck, that's not even a thick forest, it's just like a couple of trees.
Yeah. And then, like, let's say, okay, we're assuming a smarter intelligence than what the AI are actually capable of, and even the Zeus, if I'm trying to control them, because they don't really do what I tell them a lot of the time. Let's say BMP-1 comes over the hill and gets blown up by a javelin. BMP-2 that you didn't see calls artillery on you, and then peeks over, and then he catches you as you're running away, or like whatever's going on, right? Like, it's a position where if anything wrong happens, which might happen, and you have to go back, you die. It's actually possible you might have, like, you can maybe have both javelins appear, and then that allows you to fall back, right? Just the TLDR is you can use the hill if you have the weapons that allow you to engage. Because if, let's say you're an infantry squad and all you have is a Maz, like, let's say you don't have javelins, you only have a 50 cal and a Mark 19, or you would not want to be here, because the BMP outranges you, because the BMP has a cannon. The javelin is the weapon that allows you to do this, basically, to get up here and engage the enemy effectively at this distance. But everything else is out of the picture, like your 50 cal and your other stuff is outmatched by the BMP.
Yeah.
That's it, though. I might make one next Sunday. Might add something to this. Show up.
I'd have known that it was a training, I'd show up earlier as well, because I think these are really important.
These are,
I mean, they're really important because, like, look at how we made the same mistake 3 times in a row. Like, the very close assault. And the thing is, DOS did it, I did it, I did it twice, which is very shameful. So yeah, it's definitely a problem that needs to be worked out.
Dude, it's fine, because, for attendance, it's like, I put this up, like, today, 2 AM, right? So, it's fine. Do you guys have any ideas for scenarios you'd like to see? Anything you want to work on?
Mount.
Urban?
Yeah.
Yeah, urban's...
That's really important, because we kind of suck at that.
What if we did an op right? Where we hit a nuclear enrichment plant and
With a mob.
with like mobs and AGMs.
B2s.
Yeah, with
Odd
B2s.
intercepts me.
Here's your mop. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Get scrubbing, bro.
Hell yeah! How do I put it up my ass?
You're on latrine duty, buddy.
Yeah, that shit can penetrate 60 fucking meters of concrete right there.
It'll get all the fucking dirt out of the concrete.
Yeah.
Penetrate
You
real
see
deep.
in curling where they like brush in front of the ball, it's like the same.
It's fucking aggressive, man.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pop off. I've taken my notes. I'm very glad you all attended today. Training is pretty much the definition of boring, but it's very important that everyone does it.
Only the real ones show up to training, bro.
Only the real ones show up to training, that's true.
You got no scenario ideas, Ivan?
If I have scenario ideas, I'll probably just DM you them as I think about them like during work.
Okay.
User left your channel.
Oh shit! Hello? Bridging.
Ow!
Oh my god.
I forgot how
Yeah.
loud that shit was.